Peace unto you, peace unto you. Welcome in. This is a reminder. We posted some new videos. The Christ Adventure video is currently out now. The Christ Adventure video is currently out now. We are teaching and reminding and giving stories of how we became the Christ and how you too will and already are God's will embodied. Divine law number one, what you see is what you are, and what you are is what you see. If you would like to hear more divine laws, our one and only ebook titled God's Plan for Humanity, A Message from the Mountaintop is out. Go on our channel, you'll see the post. I got a special announcement for all those oh, well, you're back. Yay! One of our students is back. Yes. Peace unto you. Welcome. So, I have a special announcement. I am giving a giveaway. This is for anyone that watches the video I posted, the Christ Adventures video. If you comment a specific thing that I said in a specific part of the video in the comments, I'll reach out to you and we'll exchange emails so I can give you the free link for our book. I understand giving things freely is important for people, but you must understand we mustn't allow holy information to fall on deaf ears. So some people that can prove to me that they're holy and righteous, I'll give it to you for free, but you really didn't get it for free. I just didn't charge you currency. I charged you something else. I charged you love. Are you able to, you got love? Because a lot of people broke in love. A lot of people broke in love. A lot of people broke in love. If you have the love, though, if you have that holiness, you have that righteousness. I know it's inside of you. Because all of our students that take our 3-day course, that we created for enlightenment. Oh, I'm not using a green screen, so I can actually show y'all a secret. It's not really a secret if I'm telling you, right? I will give you a sneak peek. These are some artwork that I do with my students. I'm actually a teacher specializing in emotional and social development as well as psychology. I teach in Eastland Performance Academy in Reynoldsburg. And, I be drawing with the kids and stuff. It's very, very beautiful. Made this art with them, Some kids, they communicate purely through that light. So connecting with the children is important. All right, so I first and foremost must give a disclaimer or a prerequisite. Always view me through these lenses. A human being sharing his human experiences. We are equal. Remember divine law number one. What you see is what you are, and what you are is what you see. Remember that. The moment you start to claim me as your leader, you have lost the plot. I am your example, not your leader. Remember that. Christ consciousness in 3 days. This is the first original from years ago when I was mid-teenage years, when I first discovered who I am in flesh. Created the Christ Consciousness in 3-day course. Back then I would tell people walk with me for 3 days. I made that when I was a teenager. Then my student Jeff Miller had to convince me to take my teachings online. And I started on TikTok with my online teachings. Blew up, finally went viral. After 8 months of consistent posting, those that understand symbology and numerology, you understand that 8 is the number of abundance, for 8 is infinity. Turn it on the side, you have what you have. So it makes sense logically, even spiritually as well, why I went viral when I first took my teachings online after 8 months of consistent posting. Then after that, I started to develop a universal version of that 3-day course, because that 3-day course is specifically applied to my archetype. Then gave it out to people, and a bunch of them people was coming back saying, oh yes, miracles are happening, I believe in God the source. It's very, very real. Some people were even on the edge, if this don't work, I'm off of myself. And now they're saying God the source is real, miracles is happening. It reminds me of what Cat Williams said in his interview with Michelle Obama. I actually watched the whole interview. And if you don't have enough time to watch interviews or you're too tired, have it playing a little low while you go to sleep, and it'll be in your subconsciousness. You'll understand different things and have different type of thoughts. There's different ways to study the mind. See, as we get deeper and deeper and deeper, for those that stay, watch how many people leave. This is what I love. This is what I love about it. Because the longer you listen to me teach, you find out how serious I am. The longer you listen to me teach, you find out how serious I am. And a lot of people, they're like, "Oh, he's this is too real. He's saying he's a Christ and he's proven it already. This is the after. We're seeing him in his prime." Yes, I came on YouTube all after the fact. I made sure I did it in real life first. That's what they call it. Real life is physical stuff. But when the cameras are off, when I was growing up, started teaching at 13 years old. And then finally, I did a Black Man's Hero. A Black Man's Hero documentary is out on YouTube right now. Black Man's Hero documentary. All you gotta do is type in a Black Man's Hero documentary on YouTube. You'll see it. Now, we're ready to, what they say, flood the YouTube streets. We ready to flood the YouTube streets. Remember, a Black Man's Hero documentary on YouTube out now. Directed by me, produced by me, mixed engineered by me, everything by me, and God the source, for that's how we flow. It's that simple. And when you watch that documentary, I'm gonna give you a little tidbit on that documentary though. When you watch that documentary, you're gonna be inside my mind. You're gonna see my perspective. Peace unto you, or peace unto you. Let me highlight y'all. Peace unto you. We got Raymond, Farhan, Melissa. Peace unto you. Peace unto you. And for those that stayed, woo! I know those that stayed. Pat yourself on the back. For those that stayed, because look, everybody, pay attention to how little people there are here. Pay attention. Just pay attention. Watch when the numbers jump, and then watch when I start getting deep to where I'm saying, no. I'm your example, not your leader. You do it, and I'm going to give you the instructions. You do it. Of your own independent will. Of your own independent experience. And watch how the miracle happen for you, too. For those that stay. Remember I told you? Remember I just said that. When it gets really deep, watch how low that number get. And just remember that. If you remember that, you will be unstoppable in this world. When the truth comes, the absolute truth, remember our equation. Truth equals perfect love equals absolute forgiveness. If you live by that equation, you're literally the best person in existence. Truth equals perfect love equals absolute forgiveness. I was talking to my wife and I was like, I think I'm a genius, babe. Because, all the geniuses, they got their own equation. Albert Einstein, the MC, all of this. I got my own equation. Truth equals perfect love equals absolute forgiveness. Me and her started laughing because she was like, yeah. Big story of how that equation even happened. But this is the reminder class. The reminder class is me just catching everybody up what's going on. I actually got accepted to be a part of the Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls closed beta. So I put in the application like months ago, and then a few weeks ago in my email, they hit me up. They said, you got accepted. You can play the game. So I got the game before it's out. Posted those videos. And yeah. So remember, everybody, class on immortality that's posted in our post page. Remember our Christ Adventures video. We posted that. We have amazing Marvel Tokon videos for y'all if you like that as well. Gathering the energy of the inner child, never allowing it to die, And yes, also remember, we are giving a giveaway of our one and only ebook titled God's Plan for Humanity, A Message from the Mountaintop. Watch our Christ Adventures video part 1 that we posted on our page. It's very simple. You have to comment a specific thing. I'm going to look on the comments. If anybody comment that specific thing, I'll reach out to you, exchange emails, and I'm going to give you the link for free for the one and only ebook titled God's Plan for Humanity, A Message from the Mountaintop. Man, that ebook is very beautiful. 07/01/25, God the Source, while I was scrubbing dubbing in the shower. Make a book! I was like, I listened to God the Source. So after I got out the shower, I did some research. I used ChatGPT. I was like, how is a book made? What is chapters? What is this? What is asking all the questions about what I was so ignorant to making a book, I didn't know what it was. So looked it up, spit back out to me what it is. Then I did research outside of the AI, and I was like, all right, now I got some information. Let me do some deep Googles. How are spiritual books formatted, or what should I do in this? Then how should I make it? Well, let me. I gotta have full ownership, full creative control. Gotta be independent, so I'm gonna do it all independent. Peace unto you. Peace unto you. You're local. Peace unto you. And then after I got the research, I got in front of Google Docs, empty Google Docs sheet, sat down in this very chair, and in one singular day, the book was made. That's a miracle. How does a person that's ignorant to making a book come out with a book titled God's Plan for Humanity, A Message for the Mountaintop, enlightening people in 3 days? We already had that, the 3-day course, so I only had one singular page before the book. But that one singular page turned into this volume of everything. That's a miracle. So I'm a living testimony. I got all my testimonies I post on the screen in my videos. So quick recap, this is a reminder class. Like your hair, oh, peace unto you. I love your spirit. So reminder, we posted the Christ Adventures Part 1 video. That's where you would get the giveaway information to get our one and only ebook titled God's Plan for Humanity, A Message for the Mountaintop, completely for free. Just go watch our Christ Adventures video and you will see how. Number 2, we've got some Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls content. They allowed us to be in the closed beta, so that's nice. Number 3, our class on immortality. When you go to our page, you'll see a link to our mystery school. It's currently housed on Patreon, subject to change. Titled House of Mystics and Wills. That's where the class on immortality is. Completely for free, public access. You don't even have to be a part of the free membership tier because it's free public access. You just go on our channel, you see in the post section the class on immortality. That's what I'm primarily going to be teaching, and only teaching in like class format to the public. Of course, I'll have the Christ Adventures. That's just my real life stories. But because my real life is so incredible, you got to be willing to understand how much in alignment you are. You are a human being. So never allow anyone to convince you to deny yourself your own praise, your own admiring, your own love. Much deeper than just self-love, because truly all is one. It's a recognition that I can praise in a perfect state always. I'm not going to withhold anything from myself. It's that which is in the in is reflected in the outer. The outer is not reflected on the inner. It's always the inner on the outer. They say when you leave an environment, a location, make sure it's left better than when you walked in it with. And if it was already perfect, you're infinite, so you can make it even perfect. That's how powerful human beings are. They told you that you were made in the image of God. But, God's the source. We say the source for God because that means origin. And that's how you don't get it confused, because it gets really, really deep. There's Cat Williams, he said, if the people that like Satan have a better relationship with Satan than you have with God, that's a you problem. When I heard Cat Williams, I was like, dang! I love the consciousness. It's just there. So we make sure we say God the source, because they say God and they trick you. So, yeah, study Rome, Catholic Church, all of that. And just when you study that, you'll find out how many pieces that's a part of. It's not just one particular person. That's why when people play the blame game, it's stupid. For example, the identification of human beings by way of color didn't exist until the 16th century. It's fairly new and fairly fake. So calling yourself white, black, yellow, all of this, identifying yourself other than we are human beings made in the image of God, ultimate power. They want to control us because of how powerful we are. When you go on our channel, you go to the post, you see the class on immortality, I prove it. And I give you everything. The 3-day course, you'll be able to gain access to that through the Christ Adventures. Part 1 is posted. Before I leave, this is just a reminder class. So I'm not necessarily teaching, even though truth just flows from me. So extract what you can. But reminder is over. I'm going to leave soon, but does anybody have any questions about anything spiritual at all? Anybody have any questions, type them down below. This is your one and only shot, and then if I don't see anything, I'm going to just leave. Yes, what would you like to ask of Christ? For I am a Christ, as are you, for we are one. Any questions before I head up out of here? People weighing the options, God. They're like, Christ, what in the world? How did I stumble upon this type of power? What you see is what you are, what you are is what you see. Whatever you see me as, even though I am a Christ, however you see me, that's how you see yourself. How come popsicles don't pop? How come popsicles don't pop? Because somebody lying. Whoever named them popsicles didn't think that through all the way. Popsicles stick. Stick sickles. That would have made more sense. Icicles. That would have made much more sense. Popsicles? Why ain't it popping? We got pop. And then we got pop like, hey, pop like father. It don't make it. None of them apply to the popsicles. What we supposed to be licking? I ain't licking my father, so you make sense. It should have been called stick sickles. It could have been, you know what I'm saying, icicles, something. Well, hold on, we got icicles. You right. Dang, icicles already took it, so I gotta be called stick sickles. Because guess what? You suck it, then it got the stick at the end. Bam, stick sickles. We solved the problem. I didn't even know that was an equation I was supposed to solve. Popsicles are now called stick sickles, and so it is. Peace. Ooh, stick sickles.